Hi Virgo, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your April Cartomancy reading. Cartomancy is the art of reading the regular playing cards. So I have them all dealt out and everything. Now, I have to tell you that I'm not sure whose reading it was. It could have been Libra. I think it was Libra actually. When the card jumped out, it went right down and I caught it between my legs and it folded the card when I caught it. And now for every reading, the six of diamonds comes out like I thought it would. At the end of this set of readings, I'm going to have to get a new deck because this card will come every time. It'll do it. But anyway, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it because it fits. It kind of fits. All right. So your underlying energy is the death card and the six of diamonds. In the death card, something must end so something new can begin. Out of the ashes, something new, a new birth arises. The butterfly is symbolized here, and it's a good symbolization because, from the cocoon comes something brand new, completely different than a caterpillar, like completely different. You know what I mean? And so a real transformation is going on here for you, and you may even travel. I'm wondering if you may go on a trip or just start getting out more, but I feel like you could kind of move forward in your ambitions. Okay, ambitions. So in the present condition, you have the Hierophant. And I remember you guys getting the Hierophant in either your tarot reading or last month's reading. But the Hierophant is where we kind of evolve, right? And that makes sense with the Death card. Okay, and the transformation, right? We evolved, we've grown, and we've learned something, we've matured. You could also be learning or embracing a new teaching, spirituality. You could be working or have something to do with an institution in some way, the education system, the health system, something like that. And so this is in your life now. You are either the student or the teacher, I think, at this time. I think that so you have the three of spades, the jack of hearts, and the two of hearts. There could have been an obstacle in the past with someone you care about. All right. This person could be younger than you. I also feel like you could hear from this person, you could make contact with this person, and you could make up. I also feel like there's a possibility that you could be mentoring someone here, a young person. You could be mentoring them and really creating a bond here, okay? Ooh, wants to go. I'll get back to that. But one thing I forgot to mention when I was talking about the transformation here, how you're ending something so you can move forward with something else, is the death card in the middle, but above and below it along your core here is you're ready for action now. You're ready for action. The Knight of Wands is above you, and the Knight of Wands goes almost recklessly ahead. They're bound for action. They want to take their ideas and manifest them. They want to try them out, at least try them out. Then I'll know, was that a good idea? No. Was that a good idea? That was an amazing idea. They're very anxious to like, well, let's give it a whirl kind of thing, you know. Hi LA, how you doing? And then the Knight of Cups below you down this core, so there's that temperance energy, in a way where you're doing this balance thing. But anyway, the Knight of Cups is also wanting to express their feelings, express how they feel, their emotions. Um, and you need to do it in some way. You need to try, right? Again, it's trying. The nights are always about giving it a shot, right? I'm going to give it a shot and just see what happens. They're full of that motivation and energy to act, all right? That youthful inspiration and daring. Hold on a second here. Let me put those back because I jumped way ahead, just like a knight does. So, and there's a knight here too. This knight wants to act as well after being blocked in some way, having an obstacle, not being able to connect for some reason. Okay. Now, coming in, you have the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands, I feel, not the Nine of Wands. Yeah, that's the Nine of Wands. Oh, you know what I was thinking? It was the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Wands is feeling defensive. Sometimes it's when we have some sort of health condition and perhaps, like, say, the government saying, well, we're not going to cover that surgery, or we're not going to, and feeling like you really got to stand your ground, or maybe your work is saying, oh, we don't pay for that, and actually in the thing it says that they do. And you feel like you got to fight for what you were promised, or something like that. And that you're right in this. You're getting, so you won't budge on this. You're really firm. Okay. But also remember, the 9 is before the 10, and the 10 is a successful conclusion, but it's when we decide to end it and move on. All right. And you're really in the end it and move on energy. Accompanying this 9 of Wands, you have the 8 of Diamonds, the 3 of Hearts, and the 4 of Hearts. The 8 of Diamonds is sparkling conversation, okay? And this is conversation. It's something to do with, it's money talk, okay? It's money talk, also worth talk. What is worth what, okay? And this is about, what you were promised, or what you should get, or something to help you, okay, at this time. It's also very interesting that it's the opposite of the 3 of Spades. I feel that you're getting somewhere. I don't think you're accepting this obstacle with the institution, perhaps, whatever the institution is for you. Could be the government, it could be whatever, and you might find just the right person to talk to negotiate with, to try and figure this out, to manage it. Where's the other card? Okay. And you might get this could have something to do with your home. Okay, so you could get help coming to your home. You could get help, like it could be financial help with your home while you're recuperating or something. It's something like that. It's helping at home with your home, something like that. And I feel like there's more than one person involved in this dynamic. You may get support from others that, or be a spokesperson or something like that. I feel like you're going from teacher or student to teacher, something like that. Okay, here, right? There's some sort of evolution going on for you here. Okay, and this is part of it. So above you, like I said, is the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is wants to try and see if this will work. Let's see. Okay, let's give it a whirl. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So King of Clubs, Six of Clubs, Nine of Diamonds. You are ready to put the time and the steps in to get what you're after ambitiously, okay? You think that this is worth something, and I think you're right. I think you're on to something here, okay? The King of Clubs is usually seen as the friend, brown or hazel eyed person. And no, I didn't win at bingo. I didn't. I'm convinced that my niece is my good luck charm because when I won, she was with me. And I haven't won since, and she hasn't come since. So I said, "You got to come with me. We got to test this out." Anyway, I'll let you know. But oh, I just got an itch. I feel like there's someone around me here. Someone around me. But anyway, King of Clubs, brown or hazel eyed man, could be a woman too. This person is seen as the friend. They're also very resourceful. They know how to network. They pay attention to a lot of things. And they're also like into a lot of different things. So they have a lot of good knowledge that I don't know that they do a lot with it, but they share it, right? But anyway, and the Six of Clubs is where you're going to take steps. Your work is going to increase. You could be working in partnership with this person too, working together with this person to because Nine of Diamonds is successful ambitions. Things are starting to come together for you. Um, you're getting somewhere, and a big part of it is this Nine of Wands energy. Like, why not try it? You have a feeling. I think you have kind of some sort of a gut feeling about this that it's the right time. I think there's something about the timing too. It's the right time. You got a feeling, okay? Yeah, I'm feeling like there could be some sort of partnership. This is your work pile, your ambitious pile, even though there's a lot of work going on here anyway. And you have the lovers. So there is a possibility you could be meeting someone, okay? Now, this someone could be a lover, someone very close romantically, or it could be in partnership. The lovers is often seen as a decision we need to make, and usually it's depicted that we have to pick between one of these people, which one's our best move, and the person ends up following their heart. But here we see a couple deeply in love. They're quite different from each other, but they really see something, they connect. They connect, okay? So here we have the King of Hearts, Ten of Hearts, Three of Clubs. Hold on a minute. This is your third three. Okay, you had an obstacle. Your very first card was obstacle, but ever since then you've been moving forward, taking action, figuring it out. The Three of Clubs is hard work and perseverance. You're putting the time and the energy in to work this out, and this could be about a relationship here, about a union. You could be thinking about committing to someone, doing the big commitment, the long-term thing, because this is a happy ending card. The King of Hearts is usually the blue-eyed man. This is someone usually, it could be a woman too. This is someone we're also very attracted to, the King of Hearts. The hearts are usually attractive people in some way. They're charming, good looking, something. We've got our eye on them, you know, and you're wanting the whole thing with this person, or they with you, and they're willing to put the time and energy in, the work in, because relationships aren't just always, you know easy, right? They're work at times. So, oh, wow. You could be meeting someone, Virgo. You know, back here with this Jack of Hearts is usually the Cupid, right? And kind of similar to the Knight of Cups, where someone expresses their feelings, they show attention, they flirt, you're like, are they flirting with me? Are they flirting? Someone flirting with me? That kind of thing. And um and maybe possibly a date that right there after. This could be someone at work, someone you meet going to an institution in some way, like maybe you're going for physiotherapy or something and you meet someone there, or on the bus going there. I don't know. But this could be someone, you could be meeting someone. Okay. So in this pile, it's how others see you, your exterior influences, how they influence in you. And you have the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands, again, is partnership. It's decision time, too. Will I try? Will I change direction? You've come to a fork in the road now, right? This is how others are seeing you. You're talking to your friends and telling them, and they're like, oh, or he's got a decision to make. So, and you, at least you have a choice here, right? You have a choice. And so you're thinking about it. What will you do? And it looks like it could be a big step. One looks like it could be more challenging, and you don't know where it will end up. We don't, right? There's no guarantees. But like the knights, you have that knight energy right now. And knights are ready to try. Ready to try. Why not give it a whirl? What have I got to lose? Okay. You have the Jack of Spades, the Two of Clubs, and the Ace of Hearts. Very interesting. So, this could be someone you know from the past, or that when you met them, you didn't really like them when you met them, like you didn't really hit it off right away. And it's like, oh, they're a jerk or something. Or maybe they had a different opinion of you. So you were, I don't know. They also could have been in trouble in their youth, okay, but have turned a different leaf at this time. Because this Two of Clubs, again, is partnership. All right. This is a meeting for love. This is the Ace of Hearts is being open to the idea of new relationship, being open to it, being open to going down that direction, that road at the fork. Why not? Right? You could have been worried it could lead to trouble. This is your fear is the trouble. Like, I don't know, relationships are problems. There's always da 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 da. But now I think you're changing a little bit. You're changing, and you want to, because we went through the long, cold, lonely time, and it really changed us. And we realized we need people in our lives. We need partnership, companionship, and all that. And so I think that you're changing and you're more open to relationship. And I think as soon as you're open to it, it comes. It comes for you. So interesting that you got the Ten of Hearts and then the Ace of Hearts right after. All right. In the foundation, which is the past, it's already happened, you have the Knight of Cups, like I said. And this is where you could have wore your heart on your sleeve. You could be really expressing yourself, even talking about your vulnerabilities, perhaps, but you're ready and willing to express your feelings, or somebody is, okay? Um, there is the King of Spades, the Seven of Diamonds, and the Four of Spades. Now, you could be any one of these people in your reading. I noticed so far you have all male. It's very strong male energy, all kings and two jacks. All right. The King of Spades is usually the very dark eyed man. dark brown eyes or even black eyes, could have dark features, dark skin, dark hair. But another thing is the King of Spades is usually single, separated, widowed, divorced, something like that, has been through relationships, has, had experience in relationships and finds themselves single now. They could have been hurt in the past too, and that's why this could be you, actually, Virgo, because that's why you could be leery at the beginning. You could have that Jack of Spades energy where you're like, this could be trouble, I don't know. Or you used to fear it, okay, because of past hurts. Was that King in the middle? I gotta think, no. Yes, I think so. So, someone, this King of Spades, whether it's you or this other person, is having wishful thinking where there were doubts. I think you could teeter totter a little bit, really want relationship, really want to be open, and have your doubts at the same time. So it's like you're walking on rice paper a little bit towards something exciting. You just like, you don't want to rip it. You don't want to rip this paper. You want it to be perfect. So you're just like, be very, very, very careful. All right. Moving forward. All right. It's funny because the Knight of Wands wants to just burst forward and like, come on, let's give it a whirl. Give me a kiss, you little honey. And in this energy, it's like, kissing already? Didn't we just meet a minute ago? I don't know. The surprise of your pile. For some of you, this is a romantic situation. And for some of you, I feel like there could be real personal transformation too. Real personal transformation. Okay. The surprise, you have the female emperor. In this deck, the of magical mystical moments or something like that. Jeez, I can't remember. Oh, here it is. Here, the tarot of mystical moments. In this tarot, there is a male and female representation of every character. So every, emperor and empress and king and queen and all that. Okay. You made me joke. That's funny. So the Emperor 2 is a 4. And this is your third 4 in a sense, okay? But it's stability, okay? The Emperor is about authority. There could be, and you could be the authority figure. This person could be an authority figure, but it's about gaining some structure and control, having, and for it to be fair on everyone. In some ways, you or this person could feel superior, in some ways, because they have a lot on their shoulders, a lot of responsibilities, and they have a lot of people and things to think about. But this is your second card of authority. So there could be, like, I'm feeling like, again, another government kind of thing here. And this could be that trying to have control over you, not you, them, you. Okay. And let me see what these other cards here are first, though. Interesting. A 4 again. Okay. And, so 4 of diamonds, 7 of spades, 10 of clubs. So the 4 of diamonds is like a pause, okay? And it's a pause financially to consider our next moves, our next options, okay? Your biggest concern, I think, is your stability. You want to be stable and secure, okay? You want to have also control over your future, I guess, okay? And I feel that there's something that you need to give up that's coming to a conclusion. It could be something to do with what you've spent time, put effort in. It could be where you work. You could be retiring. It could be closing, something like that. It could be like nothing in your control whatsoever, but I feel that it's a sad, difficult for you, and this is why, this death card is coming. There's transformation coming. You may not have expected this. I don't know if you're expecting this exactly. There's some parts you might know. I don't know others, but anyway, you're able to do better. This is bringing um better fortunes for you, you know? I think it's removing some of the obstacles that you had before where you were, but could have kept you stuck in some ways. All these doors, and you're closing quite a few doors here. You got two tens and the death card here. And then at the same time, you got all these knights which want to take action. They're not afraid. They don't have any fear. They're just going to go for it, right? And the Ace of Hearts, the best ace that there is, um, being open to it all, right? Being open. And that's the transformation part, because at some point, I think also the death is to something that you were putting work into, what you toiled at, okay? And now you're going to be fully focused on something else in a whole new direction, okay? Very, very interesting. There's a lot of mix of hearts and clubs here. So I think that also you're going to be directing to labors of love, things that you enjoy doing. I got to tell you something, Virgo. So I wanted to get back to work. I have a lot of time on my hands, and I wanted to, I need to be active. I need to be physically active, or I'll gain weight, and like anybody. So I started applying places, but I wrote a letter to myself first. Okay. And I described how I wanted the job to be for me. So at this point in my life, it was kind of like that, where I was saying, I would like it to be not too hard on the head, like not a lot of stress. I would like a friendly environment and an easygoing pace, and okay money. Like, I don't need to make $1 million, but I don't want to get ripped off either. So a fair pay. And then an opportunity came up and I applied for it. And I put a really short expectation date, like the end of this month. So I really hoping I'm manifesting an opportunity, but how it fits in my life now. I don't want a lot of drama, deal with a lot of drama at work. I just want to go to work and do my job and be friendly with people and go home and not have to bring my work home with me in the head, where you're worried about it, and that sort of thing. I don't want any of that stuff. And I think you're thinking about that now too. You want more control over that. And you could be also thinking about starting your own business, some sort of entrepreneurial pursuit, so that you can make your own rules too, eh? So yeah. Anyway, you'll have to let me know. I'm really excited to hear how this goes. It's all really positive, really, really positive. Any barriers, obstacles, fear that you may have had is leaving. Like it's you're really open to this once you start heading in that direction. Once the new horizon starts happening, but you honestly have to close that door. You have to lay down those old tools. All right. Anyway, you'll have to let me know. Love you bunches. Have a great weekend, LA. I know sometimes change is hard, and then if one day we just make a decision, that's it. I'm going to start looking at for new places, just see what's out there. Start talking to people, tell them I'm looking, and you'll be surprised the feedback you start getting. People sending you things they see and sharing with you, so it opens up, at least your choices. Okay, bye guys, have a great weekend.